Film analyst reviews Fences. Kind of. Fences is a really good film, but you can't really work a really great review out of it. It's kind of cut and dry, straightforward, great stuff done by Denzel Washington, who has a great cutting style in the film. In his direction, he makes the dialogue scenes incredibly intense, and him and Viola Davis turn in what are probably performances that should win Oscars. Check out Fences. Not really enough to say for an entire review, but check out Fences. Film analyst reviews Elle, directed by Paul Verhoeven. Paul Verhoeven is a master of making stuff that isn't funny amusing. He made fascism funny in Starship Troopers, he made secret agents and murder funny in Total Recall, and before you yell at me, no, I am not about to say that he makes rape funny. Nobody can do that. The sheer fact that anybody would try is completely inappropriate and not what Verhoeven has an interest in doing in Elle. He makes each of his characters' reactions to such a horrible event slightly humorous, showing a dark mirror as to how self-absorbed we all get in times of conflict for the people around us. Verhoeven's work is always about finding that perfect balance of things. Fascism and murder aren't funny, and neither should be the absurdist ways that people react to assault. But just like Verhoeven's other work, it's all about that perfect balance. Elle is more of a drama than a comedy, but it is infused with just enough absurdity that it can't help but feel a little bit funny. With as much highbrow, disturbing content as present, Verhoeven plays everything just as thin and minimalistic as he always did. People might remember the more overblown nature of his satires, like RoboCop and Total Recall, but in drama, Verhoeven was kind of a straightforward point-and-shoot dramatist, which oddly isn't an actual insult to him. It in fact works to his benefit, allowing the subtlety of the entire filmmaking style to contrast heavily with the disturbed and uncomfortable themes of rape, death, psychopathy, and adultery. There are moments of great melodrama in Elle that are played incredibly straight just because Verhoeven doesn't allow them to go off the cuff. The film not treating some developments as scary, even though they should be, and still working, brings up the absurdity of everything to the point that it's hard not to make an exclamation of "Dear Lord," or a nasally short laugh. Verhoeven has a cast that is all game to go crazy on screen and just trust them to make sure the movie doesn't fly the heck off the rails. And when Isabelle Huppert is on screen blowing through a psychopathic character of hidden depths like she's done it forever, which she's actually been doing this kind of ball-busting character forever, any restraint from the director is a good idea. This does become a little problem as this is Huppert's movie, and while the other characters play huge roles, the subtlety of the direction creates a weird contrast in which Huppert basically sticks out of the screen and everybody else is just there. Each of these characters are eventually satisfied with arcs that create the world of the film, though, so the short drags in the middle act can all be forgiven. If there is one other thing off here, Elle meanders a bit. That's not a big problem since it's all engaging meandering, but it's still a little lengthy at times. Elle is an effort that has a lot of problematic stuff in it, but it's all played off with ease. Verhoeven is thankfully back to his great exploitation genre film well, and Isabelle Huppert cements herself as one of the best and most committed actresses of all time. I give Elle a 9.5 out of 10.